guys, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do a little video of setting up my feeds and fluids for tonight. It is almost 12 AM, hang on, focus, there you go, quarter to 12, and obviously you guys will be seeing this in the morning, but I need to do it now. This tube is doing my nut in. Really is. It keeps kinking in my throat and it's doing my head in. Anyway, so we're gonna get the feeding supplies and then we're gonna set up. Okay, so first thing I need is, this is sterile water. I just boiled it 40 minutes ago, so I can't touch the inside of that yet, but we need, okay, so this is supposed to be overflow stuff. What's it called? Overflow supplies. But I've decided that I'm going to use these first and then I'm going to start using those ones. Okay, so I need to get 2 of these cylinders. 2 on the bed. Okay, and I need 2 of these giving sets. 1, 2, on the bed. Okay, and then, oh, sit down. And then I need one of these, and I need to go around actually and get I don't have any space for this, so they're in this box, a sterile water bottle. Okay, and then put my jumper back on there. Okay, so we got all the stuff. Oh wait, we haven't got all the stuff. I lied. We need vitamins. Okay, I think that's everything. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'll be back now. So, I was just getting water from the thingamajig, the kitchen, and I did this for Florence's elf, so I'll just show you. So, I did, this is melted butter by the way, and this is flour. Did elf, and it says, don't eat yellow snow, if that focuses. There you go, don't eat yellow snow. I thought it was funny. So yeah, that's her elf on the shelf. So in the cupboard I've got sterile water in a Tupperware because I need to have sterile water because this is an NJ tube, which I'll talk about in a sec. So let's bring this to my room because I've got that water in there which I need to use. This is going to be very dark for a sec, so hold on. Okay, now I'm going to not trip over because Alfie, my little brother, decided to throw up a teddy, not throw up, like throw it up in the air, and it hit the light. So that was a lovely chin action then. It hit the light and it blew the light bulb. So yeah, not great. Oh well, we're gonna get a new light bulb tomorrow, so should be fine. Right, pop that down there and then get into my bed, which is a hospital bed. Okay, so while I'm doing some bits, I'm gonna talk at the same time. Let me move this upwards. There we go. Okay, so give me a sec to just open these things. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is group chat touching me. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is check the placement of this. Okay, so open my syringe without touching the end of it. It's really hard. So I can touch this, but I can't touch that little piece right there, this piece. And then I connect it to the end. So I open this and connect that on there. And then I pull up. See there's air? See there's no liquid coming out of this? See? That means it's in my intestine. Okay, so it's in the right spot, that's good. Okay. Right, do it back up. Put this back in the packet. Put it on the floor. Because I will clean it up in a minute, but I like to do everything at once and then clean up after. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this while I take down the feeding stuff. So there's 3 types of nasal tubes, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think. So there's an NG tube, which is nasogastric, which is it goes in your nose like this and goes down your throat and into your stomach. I had one of those for 6 months. 6 months, yeah. And it just wasn't working at all. It was working for drainage, but it was not working for anything else like feeding or water or nothing. So we changed it to an NJ tube, taking this one down. We changed it to an NJ tube, which is this one, which is much longer. This goes in your nose, down your throat, through your stomach, past your stomach, and into your jejunum, which some people call it the jejunum, but I don't really say that, and my dietitian calls it the jejunum as well, so that's what I say. So basically it just bypasses the stomach, because my stomach doesn't work, because I have gastroparesis, so it just doesn't work. So we have to bypass the stomach and go into my intestine, which is working well so far, but I have to find the right feeds at this moment. So this is kind of like a trial basis, because I was on the 1.2. So when I first had my feeding tube, it was an NG, and I started on the 1 calorie stuff in hospital because I had gone so long without eating, because my jaw locked, which I mentioned in the last video. And it was working fine, so they put it up to the 1.2, which was fine, and then they put it up to the 1.5, which was not fine. It was not working well with my stomach, so they put it back down to the 1.2, and we were fine from there. Now, up until 2 weeks ago, it was going into my intestines, which was going fine, and but then I had to lower the rate of the feed, which was the first problem. And then the second problem was the pain and nausea. And then came a load of other symptoms that just was not really nice. So we knew that I wasn't tolerating this feed. So then we've moved to this, the 2 calorie stuff, which is the bolus one, because we just wanted to trial it. So I've got a month's supply of this stuff to trial. But so far it's working, I would say, but it's still at a very, very low rate that is not sustainable at all. So yeah, and the third tube, which I don't know much about, is an ND tube, but I don't know what it stands for. It's naso something, but I don't know what it is. I think it's, I don't know where it is. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know where it is. But it's again a nasal tube, and then you've got the surgical tubes and stuff like that, but I've only had these, so we won't go into those. But my problem is with these, I throw them up so often that it is like affecting my throat. Like, this is gross, but you can see it in the back of my throat. Oh, you can't. Hang on. Let me get my torch. See? You can see it in the back of my throat. Which is really gross, but then it's kind of cool. And before I had 2 tubes, which they were both NGs. One of them was for drainage and one of them was feed, which was not going great. This one, I can't put tubes in this one because it's like scar tissue at the back, so it's really painful, so I can't do it. Because I had to do it on holiday, which I will try and put a picture in now. As you can see, my face was just not having it. I've got a really runny nose because this keeps kinking in my throat. Let's do my head in. Anyway, so gonna be fun to throw up. Anyway, can you see it kinking in my throat? No, you can't anymore. Anyway, when I swallow and it's kinked, my tube moves. Watch. Did you see that? Only slightly. Usually it's more dramatic than that, but whatever. Yeah. So those are the 3 tubes that I know of, but only 2 of them have had. Okay. This bowl comes out. I don't touch this end because this has to be sterile. Usually I put a sticker on it, but I don't really need to, so I just kind of chuck it in my box and save them. And it's also got a lid in there, but I don't use the lid, so. Okay, so the sterile water that I said before, this is what we need. Now somehow I have to do this without spilling it. So, we're gonna do it off the bed, hang on. Can you see this moving? Gross. Anyway. Okay, we actually did it, but okay. Okay, and then we're gonna measure it, because... Okay, 300, so that's perfect, okay. Because we only use about 100 to 150 a night because of the rate. Okay, vitamins. Open them really hard. And you put 2 little tablets in, stay still, in the bottle without touching it, and then they dissolve down there. So we gotta let that dissolve, and while we let that dissolve, we set up the feed. So go back. Okay, feed. Right. First thing we need to do, open the sterile water box that we had. Oops, spilled it below. Another syringe. This is what the second one's for. So again, opening it without touching the end. Just place it in the water, don't touch the bottom because we can use the water again. And then we take all the air bubbles out, like that, so it's just a drop. Why is this not focusing? That's so annoying. Anyway, and then we open these. We have to do both valves because, as you can see, there's like a little tiny bit of feed on the inside. And we don't want that, even though we flushed it earlier, we don't want it. So we just gently push it in, and sometimes, look how hard this is, sometimes, hang on, focus dude, sometimes, where's that, sometimes it's really hard, as you can see, I can't push it, so we have to like push like this, little pushes, because we don't want to break the tube. Okay. I'm really scared, I don't want to break it. Okay. Oh, okay. So I've just pushed that, and there must have been some feed stuck in that. Makes me swallow because the water's really cold now. And especially because it's condensed into this tiny little tube. So when I've pushed that through, I've heard it go out the other end, and it's hit the bottom of my intestine, which is gross, but it also felt cool. So we push little bits, just little bits. Okay, 10 ml in one side and then 10 ml in the other side. So again, without touching it, because it's only touched the inside of here. Really I should be wiping these, but I don't have alcohol wipes left, so it should be okay. Okay, right, and then when you get to the end, you leave a little gap because you don't want to push any air into it, just in case, because it hurts when you have air in your stomach or your intestines. So we're done with this syringe now. In the packet on the floor. So this is still fizzing. I'm trying to touch the top. Still fizzing. It looks very orange, which looks gross. But Oh, another question I see people ask all the time is, can you taste the feed or the water that goes through? And the answer is no, because it's like a straw that goes down your throat. But you can feel how cold it is or how warm something is, so you have to be very careful of like the temperatures of stuff, because you don't want to like have it too cold and then hurt your intestines or your stomach, or you don't want to have it too hot and scalding yourself, so you have to be careful. Okay, one sec, I'll be back. Okay, right. Next thing, while that's still fizzing a sec, is to open this, and inside there's a cap. So what we need to... I went flying. Okay, hang on, just close the sterile water. I forgot what else I was going to talk about actually, but I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Okay, so we take one of these, and at the top there's this thing, but we're going to check the date first. Where's the date? There. Okay, it's fine. Right, so we open it like this. Jesus. Okay, and then without touching the inside, open it. Okay, right. Now, what I'm going to have to try and do is show you without touching it, or... Hang on. I got an idea. Hang on. Let me move this water a sec. Right. And then I'm going to twist the camera all the way down. Okay. Right. So without... Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. There we go. Okay. So without touching the inside of this purple part, or this end purple part, we have to take this off and connect this to that. So I can't touch the inside of this. The lighting's not very good here. But oh well. Hang on. Let me see if I can fix it a sec. Okay, this could work. I don't know how though. That'll do. Okay, so without touching the inside of this or this purple part around here, which you can't see, I can touch the tubing. So this purple part right there, I can't touch the end of that. Okay, so I've got to take this tape off. And bear in mind, I have washed my hands beforehand. But I didn't show you that part because I'm stupid. Anyway, so we got this, feed, shake it, and then take this piece without touching the inside of the white bit. We got to screw this onto here without making a mess. Okay, and then we turn it over, shake it, and squeeze it. And when you see that, that means it's good, so it's not going to leak. Okay, then the next part is getting this apart. And then, you see this little cap here? I can't touch the inside of it because this is going to go in there. But I need to put that in there, like that, so it's safety capped, so this can still be sterile. Okay, now I can touch the rest of the tubing, so that's okay. Right, so that can touch whatever it likes now because it's in the safety cap, but we still have to be careful just in case. Why is that bent? Is that supposed to be bent? Or is it broken? Hang on. No, okay. So, either you can prime something manually, like pushing these two things together, watch. See, do you see that move? Yeah. But I just prefer to put it in the pump, so one sec. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the pump. Whoa, why is it not focusing? Okay, so first I put it in this little holder because it's a 2 cal and it doesn't have a hook on the top like this one does, which I'll show you in a minute. So we hook this in like that, so it comes out the bottom, and then we hang this on the pole, and I'm going to show you while I do it, so bear with me. Bear with. Okay, right. So these are the pumps. We've got decorations on them. Decorations, sunflowers and things. This is my pole. It's very small, but why is it not focusing? It's because the light. Oh well. So this, and then we hook this around the back, and then open the door, and we hook this. Okay, this is going to be hard to film, but we hook this around the wheel, and then we pull down, and it's in the cassette. And then we close the door. There, like that. Okay, right. And then, what we're going to do is we're going to put the giving set on that bottle. So, one sec, and I'll be back with the angle. So, again, check the date. Perfect. Open it. Okay, like this. And then we're going to turn it over by the white bit. Turn it over, put it back in the sterile field. In the sterile field, thank you. Okay, and then take this ball and shake it a little bit. Okay, and then with that, right, oh, hang on. I've missed a step. Hang on a sec. Take this off. Okay, and then without touching the top of this or the inside of this, hang on, it's crinkled. Okay, we've got to attach them together. So, like this and like this. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to check it again. That's good. Okay, so you won't see like the feed, but you can see that little bubble moving. I don't think you can, but okay, now what we've got to do is take the clip, take the safety cap, and put that in there, like that. Boom. Okay, so we can throw that because we don't need that. Okay, one sec. Okay, then we're going to open this because this one's got a hook on the top, look. So what we do is we hook this up there. Sorry, that was a very bad angle. Okay, then we open this one because this is the second one. You can see me. Hey, hey, take the giving set and put it in here. This might be better. Circle and then pull down in the cassette if it wants to work. There we go. And then close the door. Okay, next thing we're going to do is the fun part of making loads of noise is turn them on. Boom. Okay. And then, so we don't want to show no rates. So, whoa, that camera angle is amazing. Just saying. There we go. Okay, so we don't want to show no rates because that's not what we do. So what I'm going to do is turn it all the way to the end and make these beeps. Nice. Did I break my camera? No. Okay. And so that's cleared the rate now. So I can you can have a look now because that now says 0, and this now says 0. So that means 0 milliliters have gone through the tube. So actually, what I can do is show you. I can show you that. I will put a picture over that, one sec. Okay, so 200, that's how many milliliters we need to go through. Because this is a 200 ml bottle, this is a 1000 ml bottle, but I've put 300 in it just to make sure we've got enough. Okay, so what we need to do now is hold this, and you will see that the feed is going to go through, see? It's going to go through the tube. Priming the tube. Okay, now we need to do it for this one. There we go, and as you can see, it says priming. Okay, now we've got to watch them just to make sure that they don't go off the end. So, oh Jesus! Oh my God, this camera. Okay, there's the other one there. Okay. See this coming through? And the water is taking longer because obviously I put it on last. So this is then coming through here, and hopefully it stops at the right time. Nope. Okay. So then we got to hold it more and prime it manually to the end, like that, and done. Because we don't want any air in our lines. So we gotta prime it. And this one you won't be able to see as much, but you still can see. tiny little bubble in there, little air bubble in there. Okay, and then hopefully this one will stop at the same time. Oh, okay, that's quite nice. It stopped here, so we just gotta prime it a little tiny bit more. There we go. Done. Okay, so now these lines are done. All we've got to do is connect it to me. So I've got a system. So this is the straight one. So that's feed, and this is water. The sticky out one, I call it. So open this without touching this, and then as soon as you open that, a gust of air just goes in. So you kind of want to be quick, but you don't also want to be too quick so you messed up. Okay, so take this off without touching the end, look. Then you put this in there and twist. It's on. It won't come out now. And this is a port to put medication in, to flush it, anything. Okay, and then the second one, gust of air, there you go. And then you're going to take this out without touching it as well. And then put that in there. And that's also done. And it also has a port. So now I'm connected to my 2 lines. I can, oops, hang on, I'm tangled there already. Now I need to buy tubey clips and those pads that go over the top, but we haven't yet. Guilty. And I've had a tube for 10 months. Oops. Oh well. Okay, and then the next thing we do is we turn it to this run button, but I could put a sticker over it. Okay, I'll put a sticker over it. Okay, so the next thing we do is put it down and then turn it on, and it's running. So if you look through my tube now, there'll be feed in there. Right there. See the feed in there? So it's going through. It's going through nicely. Now, it's only at a slow rate, so it's going to take a while to get through to my tube. But, because it's only here right now, it's only gone from there to here. That's it. So it takes a long time to get through, but once it touches your face and down the back of your throat, you can feel it. It's so cold. I've heard somebody warming it up, but it just goes all coagulated, and I really don't like it. So, yeah. But yeah, if you've got any questions, please let me know down below. But that is it. Please like and subscribe. Let me know any questions you have. And also, I can't think of a question. It'll be in the description, okay? So, please like and subscribe and comment any questions. And I'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas. Bye.